Rufaro Stadium. I think it's key in the issue that we are discussing today because it's going to be hosting 4 teams. Is it? At least four teams, because now in Harare you've got Dynamos, you've got Caps, you've got Rentals, and we are also adding in newbies, Scotland, into that because they want to play in Mavuku, but they are still trying to construct their stadium in Mavuku there. But yeah, because. This 2025 is here. There's going to be a fixture congestion. Will Rufaro Stadium be able to host all these games? Because this coming weekend, there are going to be about 3 games. The first game, Scotland taking on Triangle, it's going to be at Rufaro. Herentals will also play at Rufaro. Dynamos will also play at Rufaro for this weekend. You guys saw what happened in the Castle Challenge Cup. You know, it started raining. It was muddy. Will it be able to host 3 games this weekend?
I think you have to look at what happened. I think the precedent was set with the National Sports Stadium. I think there was a time at one point, I think it was almost 5 games a week, if you were looking at some of the midweek games, and you saw how good the National Sports Stadium was at the beginning. And I think in the space of less than 3 months, it had deteriorated badly, and I think it's been in retirement ever since. And, you know, it was exciting last season to see Rufaro come back and be available. But I think maybe the other teams also maybe need to start negotiating with the likes of the Heart Stadium to see if they can play their games there, especially maybe the games that are not so high profile, because I'm sure everybody would want to go to Rufaro because of the capacity, the location as well is a big advantage. But I think I don't envy the Premier Soccer League in terms of the fixturing nightmare that they have to contend with. But I think this then speaks to the need for us to have more stadium. I think we did applaud the Heart Group last season when they came through with the Heart Stadium, but we need more stadiums. I understand. I think Moors are trying to do something in Norton. Obviously, they're away this weekend at the Baobab, so they haven't quite gotten there in time. But it looks like, you know, at some point this season, they'll have a stadium. But you look at what's happening outside the capital. You look at, you know, what's happening in the Midlands with Bata Stadium, almost ready. I think there's that Chawanda Stadium that's being built. We've got Greenfield, we've got Sakuva, we've got Mandawa, we've got all these different stadiums. But as a capital, it's actually embarrassing that, you know, we have such a stadium crisis, and it's not something that is new. I mean, we've known this for so long, and I feel for Rufaro. I know the city of Harare is probably smiling because they're thinking about all the money they'll make, but I hope most of it goes back into making sure that it's maintained.
So we've got about 10 or so stadiums around the country, and I think Rufaro is the one that's got a burden. If you take a look at your screens right now, so Baobab, 2 teams there, Moors and Gezi Platinum Stars. Then you've got Highlanders, Bubblefield Stadium. Bata has got Tel1 and Kwekwe United. Gibo in the southeast Lowville, there's Triangle. Greenfuel Arena in Chisumbanje, there's Greenfuel. Hat Stadium in Waterfalls right here in the capital, Yada. So like what you're suggesting, Mr. Teacher, maybe one team needs to talk to the appropriators of the stadium there and try and use it. Luveve, there's Chicken Inn, Mandawa, FC Platinum, Nyamunga ZPC, then Rufaro there. That's where we've got, you know, those 4 teams there, Caps, Dynamos, Rentals, and Scotland. Then Sakuva has got 2 teams, Bikita Minerals and Manika Diamonds. Wazanai have got Simba Bora. What do we need to do as a nation so that we arrest this conundrum that we've got, especially in Harare? What do we need to do?
I think there is actually need for the relevant authorities to start considering seriously investing in our stadia, because we have Rufaro. We might take comfort that we have Rufaro, but look at the drainage system.
Yeah.
How sustainable is it? We also have the same problem with the national sports, but I think we are taking this lightly. We are just focusing on the Warriors, Avana, Pekutambira, their international games. But what about the local clubs? They rely entirely on these local stadia. And if we neglect them and just focus on the Warriors, we are doing them disservice. So I believe that the City Council and the other relevant authorities need to seriously consider investing in our stadium.
Yeah, especially the turf, hey, at Rufaro, because I went in there after the game. I was doing some stadium announcements and all that. So soon after, because there was that presentation party, I had to go onto the pitch. You know, I had my nice sneakers. I got in there, my guy.
And you could tell
After the game.
could tell kuti ayisimvura yanayinasi.
Yeah.
That the some of the pitches are already brown because of too
Yeah.
much water. They have held too much water.
Yeah, so hopefully we're going to see much better in terms of maintenance of the surface at Rufaro Stadium because, yeah, it's going to be in the thick of things with those 4 teams.
It's your premier football show, The Couch, Wednesday at 9 p.m. Konapo, Ipapo, Pazetium Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.